Well, good afternoon and welcome here to Devonport Oval. It is the Devonport Magpies taking on Penguin. Bo Downham and Lee Griffiths, your commentators today. We're looking forward to this big clash. Lee, how are you?
Very well, thank you, Ben, and good afternoon, viewers. Yes, looking forward to this day, a game at Devonport. Looks like a nice, fine day, a bit chilly, but should be a good game.
Hopefully it is, Lee. We're looking forward to broadcasting this one to you this afternoon. Looks like Ava Wiley's picked up her 50th game, of course, the skipper, running out with a couple of little ones out there with the number 2s on their back, so that's always good to see. Last time these two sides met, Lee, it was Penguin by 60 points, did a number on them. Today, it looks like Georgia Anderson has moved over from the dark side and moving over to the blue and white, so I mean, will we see a bit of a scrap? Traditionally, I don't think we would, but we're looking forward to seeing how they go and how they ruffle her up today against her old side.
Yeah, it's interesting how they can do a transfer in sort of like the mid-season, but yeah, you never know with players coming across the different clubs, a bit of incentive, and sometimes there's a little bit of a niggle there with different colour Guernseys on, so Yeah, look, it could make it a little bit difference. Yeah, last time they played was a 10-goal win by Penguin, but you're hoping Devonport bring out their best today.
Yes, always. We do hope that they can bring it out. Of course, Devonport are sitting 4th on the ladder. They've got 4-3 and a draw, and Penguin, well, they're sitting 3rd, 7-2. They've placed themselves pretty well in this premiership run here at Devonport, so we're nearly in readiness. Just looking down the list here, we've got a couple of Devils playing, so Georgia Purton and Emily Saywood. They'd be really, really looking forward to getting out there. I mean, it's been a big weekend in the coast this week, Lee. I was up in Penguin yesterday, drove back down last night. A little bit tired, but I'm very much looking forward to this one. Big weekend up in Dole Park yesterday. They put on a great show. It was awesome to be there. Real community atmosphere, but they'll be looking forward, especially Emily Saywood and Georgia Purton. They've played a couple of games for the Devils. They'll be looking forward just to crack in and try and win a spot back. I mean, it's going to be hard after that win yesterday.
Oh yeah, look, any win's a good win, and obviously in front of the locals too. With I think there was about 3,500 people for the Devils game, so it was good to see a big turnout for a place like Dole Park, and it's a good venue too.
Yeah, it definitely is. So teams are just moving into their huddles now. We're nearly ready to go here in Devonport. You got a tip for us?
Oh yeah, but looking, I think Penguin will be too strong. Probably not as convincing as the last time. Probably looking at about 5 goals.
5 goals is what Lee Griffiths has tipped. I'm going to say Penguin, but hopefully it's a little bit closer than 5 goals. We've got a big day here on the AFL Tasmania live stream. Of course, we've got the Devonport Magpies taking on the Penguin Men's after last week, that NWFL rep game. Just looking down the list, it's good to see a couple of players from Penguin who played in that. I mean, Emily Saywood, she had a phenomenal day. Probably a couple of people down here who were thinking, well, gee, I was a little bit stiff not to be playing in that one. But Emily Saywood, and it looks like there was one more. Jessica Smith played in that rep side. So, and also Shania Saywood. She's leading the goal kickers, so I expect her to kick maybe 2 or 3 at minimum today. So we're nearly ready to go here in the north. Ground looks okay, doesn't it? We've got the construction going on in the background. People paying overtime, I reckon, down there, and looks like the ground is in pretty good nick, Lee.
Well, considering that the rain they've had during the week, because
yes,
the north obviously got a lot more than the south, and yeah, during the week it was quite heavy. I do know a couple of golf courses that weren't playing on a certain day up there. So hello to all the Thurleston golfers out there. Hope they went well today in their pennant, but they couldn't get on the golf course, so that's how much rain they had during the week. So it looks like it's come up a treat, the ground.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? So we're nearly ready to go here in Devonport. It is Penguin taking on Devonport, and it's Georgia Anderson taking on her own side. And Ava Wiley's 50th game as we're underway here as Lee just gets a little cop on the noggin, shovels a hand pass out now. Trying to pick it up there's Wiley. She's in there early. Have a look at the star goer. She bullocks one up towards half forward. Coming out to meet it now is Griffiths. Just lost the handle on it though. Trying to track it down and crept in there was Crawford. And we'll see a ball up. So we'll go back in the middle now. Lee just won the tap down. Hurried kick out. Here's Hera. She's going to try to track this one down. The former circular head Saint. Hot on her tail though is Ruby Griffiths. And we're going to see a ball up now. So contested stuff early. Lee and Cornish. It's going to be an intriguing ruck battle. Just trying to pick it up. Here's Saywood. Very, very stiff not to be playing in that Devil setup, Saywood. I mean, she's an absolute gun. And we're looking forward to seeing how she can progress up the ranks and try and crack her way back into this side, Lee.
Oh, most definitely. You just got to keep putting your name up in front of it and do the best you can.
Yes, there's another tap down is one. Just shovel the hand pass out there by Bayard, and Ahern's in there. So the playing coach is Kelsey Ahern. She's on fire. Played in that rep game last week. So Lee down to Harris. Hand pass back off now. Saywood back now. She goes. Quick kick out onto the chest of Griffiths. Just lost track of where she was kicking to there. Griffiths. He's going it from the left football up towards half forward. Now it's wrapped up. So, hot start early. Lee wins the tap down. Here is Heroes. Just trying to win the ball in. Tracking it down now is Cornish. Lee wraps her up, and we're going to see another ball up. So tap down now. Heroes. She's in there. Out now to Cornish. Hurried kick up towards the half-forward line. Coming out to meet it though and bombing it inside forward 50 there is Cleaver. She's having a really good game in front of the sticks. Griffiths now into the pocket. Bridget Griffiths, the captain, as they get a hurried kick out. Up down to Wiley. Ball towards the teeth of goal. Just out the back there. Couldn't quite reel it in was Cleaver. She's going to try paddle it onto herself in terms of a kick. And we're going to see a ball in.
It's always good too. Person's playing a milestone game, getting a few touches early, so that's good from Wiley. You can setting it up in the forward line.
So a ball in now, just into the path of the awaiting Devonport player, and we'll see a ball up. It was Saville taken in the tackle, so Lee wins the tap down up towards full forward. Trying to track it down now, the Magpies. Hurry kick on goal there by Griffiths, right to the teeth of it. Just spiked out of there, though, by Mia Nation. As they kick it outside of the forward. Here is Anderson against her old side today. Big off-season move. Purton links up now with Shania Saywood. Up towards the half-forward line she goes. It spills out the back now to Broomhall. She has a running attempt on it. Hand pass back inboard, just missing the hand pass to Purton. Hard to miss her in those pink boots today, Lee. As she kicks it into the path of, that is Crawford. So, just on the bullseye now, the Magpies, Griffiths. Picking it up, Saywood. Streaming through there, Saywood. That was beautiful. Gets the 1-2 hand pass, runs to 50 and fires it up towards the teeth of goal. It might just trickle all the way, or out the back. It's going to sit. And the first shot on goal to the Penguin Blues, it's good. And it's gone the way of, I reckon that might be
Broomhall.
Broomhall, as you said, Lee. Just lost the number there, but Broomhall gets a nice goal. And they're off to a nice start here in Devonport.
Beautiful chain of ball handling there from Saywood, coming through the middle of the ground, and a long kick, and that's the way to get in there quickly and out the back. Yeah, Broomhall just sat it up beautifully and ran into an open goal. Good start for Penguin.
Yeah, it was. So they are off to a good start here, the two Blues. Kicking to the right-hand side if you're just joining us.
Well, considering that Devonport's probably had most of the play in the forward line, so that's probably been a counter-attack in a way from Penguin.
Yeah, it's a good point. We go back to the middle now. Just tapping that one down was Cornish in the middle of the ground now. Ahern's going to try to track this one down, but Saywood does well. She gets a hand pass out to Harris up towards the half-forward line. They're going to link up by hand now. Purton, who's playing on the wing, just lost the handle on it, went back and got it though. Here's Purton towards half forward, inside forward 50 they go now, but a really good intercept mark is taken by the Magpies at full back.
That's an exceptionally good mark by Phillips, because she was looking straight into the sun.
But turns it over straight off now to the Blues as they fire it inside forward 50 again, just over the head of the intended target. Trying to track it down now is Mia Smith. Saywood's going to pick her up. Wouldn't want to be crunched in a tackle by Shania Saywood, Lee.
No, definitely not. Very attacking player.
So we're going to see a ball in now. Travelled 6 minutes. And just going to get underway here again. So ball in now. Deep inside, attacking 50 for the Blues. No one wanted to take it. Here's Saywood, rips it out of the ruck. Purton does a little shimmy shake up towards full forward. Now they go. Nice tackle laid by Byard, and that's holding the football. Nicely done by Bronte Byard.
Super tackle, because if she got through, Penguin were definitely going to be scoring.
So Byard to the pocket now. Really strong mark taken there by the Magpies. They kick it up to the edge of the square. Purton, she's been everywhere so far. Off to Saywood. Bombs one from about 40 metres out to a vacant goal square. And it just bounces outside. It had a little bit too much juice on it. Trying to track it down there was her teammate, and she just couldn't quite get it in. Trying to track it in. I reckon that might have been well up.
Already seen Saywood's got a very good boot on her. At least 40 metres. That's pretty good kicking.
Very nice boot. She's very stiff not to be playing Devils, I reckon, at the moment.
We'll keep plugging it. We'll get her in there.
Yeah, we will. We might start a campaign for it. As Saywood is in the ruck. No one really getting a tap down. Purton shoved it out to Saywood. High ball up towards half forward. Full forward now, really, they go. Anderson against her old side's going to try and track this one down. Push in the back, though. Definitely not taking her lightly, but it's going to be a free kick. And they know what she can do. First hand, Georgia Anderson. So I reckon they were a little bit nervous about getting her onto that one. And she's going to line up for goal number 1.
It was very nice of Bronte Baird to actually pick her up after the free kick, considering they have changed clubs.
Here is Georgia Anderson. It's funny how things work in football as she lines up and gives it against her old side. I reckon that might be her first for the Blues as Anderson gets them on the board. They've got their second goal in the 8-minute mark, and it is very, very odd to see her in blue and white colours. I'm so used to seeing her in that black and white, but it's a very handy addition to the Blues. As we look on goal, there's the free kick, and Bronte Bayard just giving her a little bit of a hand up. It was nice to see, and they slotted that one well and truly late.
She may only do that once, though, but obviously it might be a bit of friendly rivalry. Like I said, I'm unsure of why, how it is with the transfers and that sort of stuff, if it was bad blood. But no, good goal from Anderson. Probably is her first goal for Penguin and first goal against her old club.
So winning that one down, Cornish gets that little paddle out now to Connell. She just gets wrapped up though by Harris, and we'll see a ball up. So we've travelled 9 minutes into this first term now. It is the Devonport Magpies trailing the Penguin Blues by 2 goals at the moment. Saywood's in there. She's going to be wrapped up in a really nice tackle now. Here's Cornish.
You just want to hope that Devonport don't sort of drop their heads and just continue to try what they did in the first 5 minutes, because the first 5 minutes they were very good.
Yeah, they were. Tapping down now to Lee. Wiley and Saywood's an intriguing matchup for mine as Saywood comes away with it. Gee, she's good beneath her knees. Couldn't quite make anything of that, but she's already off to a really hot start. Here's the future Devils star, Harris. Tracks this one down, kicks a tumbling ball up towards half forward. Morris rather. Wrapped up in a tackle, goes back and gets her own football. Morris now wrapped up. Here's Saywood, and that's going to be holding the football. Free kick going the way of Cable. And running around to receive the hand pass is Saywood. Had to do a little jog. Dance step was nice. The set shot on goal is just offline, and trying to take the flying mark was Anderson. She couldn't quite reel it in, but they're pressing very hard here. Lee.
They are, and Cable obviously knew her distance, couldn't quite make the distance, so handing off to Saywood, and obviously she has a good raking boot as well.
What we've come to expect by Shania Saywood by now as they bomb a kick out of fullback. Just getting a kick spun there was Cornish. Nice little spin move out by Smith. Now Purton. Nice little dance step. Got the hand pass free. Back to Purton. Found herself in a whole lot of space, but just misses across the face of goal. So Purton and Saywood, the two Devils, are going nicely into this game.
Would have been definitely a good team goal today, that one.
Oh, would have, wouldn't it?
Devonport has got to work hard here and just try and find a loose player to start with, and then just try and work it out through the back line.
So we're going to kick it out from full-back now, the Magpies. Good kick from 50 it was.
That's a great kick.
Yeah, it ends up in the hands of Madison. Cleaver now. Down the line. No one taking the mark. Lee with a little paddle back in. It was Graham in there too. Ahern's going to try and pick this one up. She does eventually. Gets her kick in the middle of the ground, but it's all Blues out there. As the link up by hand just misfired over the head of the intended target, and Anderson's run down.
Good tackle
By Kelsey Ahern, the coach. I reckon she would have liked that lead as Ahern. Fires a kick out now towards the edge of the 50. Nice paddle hand pass up. Just getting a hand pass away though. The Magpies, and it was more. Saywood went the little left foot kick. And now to the 50. Nicely done here by the Blues as they fire it off towards goal, but another behind. And it's 2-3-15 to 0-0-0.
It is ominous signs here at the moment for Devonport. They're just having trouble getting it out of the back line and through the half back line. It's just coming back in, and yeah, the on ballers of Penguin are just very fleet-footed.
So bringing this one out now is the coach Ahern. She fires it out towards Lulu Graham, standing in the row. There were a bunch of Blues, and now they fire it inside forward 50 again. Anderson out the back, courageously jumping through there was Saywood. Still in a dangerous spot now, defending it well, the Magpies. Metzger is in there, and it will be a free kick going the way of the Magpies and to Mia Smith. So Smith now has ball in hands. Kick out of the 50. But Lee takes the mark. The captain wanted the hand pass, didn't go for it. Lee now. Little toe poke over the top to Saywood. Beautifully done. And finding herself in some space there, Shania Saywood. The two Saywood sisters are well and truly on top in this game already. She's going to line up for her first of the day. She's kicked 23 goals this year, leading the goal kicking tally. Kicked one a couple of weeks ago. Here is Saywood, and missing it to the right-hand side. So a couple of goals to that right-hand side, or behinds rather, to that right-hand side, Lee.
Yeah, it sort of makes you think there might be a slight breeze, but just looking at the trees in the background, there's no wind movement at all. It's just a clear day, so maybe just sort of coming off the side of the bird a little bit.
So Smith will run this one out of fullback. Kicks it out just through the hands of Hannah Lee. Little paddle on was nice there by Graham, but she's instantly met by a couple of Blues. And it was a nice tackle laid there by Jasmine Milton-Connell. Saywood roving the football nicely, breaking through the tackle. It was nicely done as they go up towards full forward. The Saywood sisters combine. Here's Emily Saywood. She can run into the open goal, and I reckon she's slotted it from point-blank range. Emily Saywood gets on the board in the 14-minute mark of this game, and just the Saywood sisters combining here, Lee. We've seen that a few times.
We have, but it was with that ball up, though, the Devonport players do have to try and lay a tackle. They were just, Saywood just came through there and just broke the tackles too easy, came through, kicked it through, and then her sister, Emily's come in and kicked her first goal.
So 3-4-22 on the Harcourt scoreboard. It's the Devonport Magpies yet to score that. As you said, they had all the play in that first 5 minutes, but just couldn't capitalise, and now it's 3 straight goals going the way of the Blues.
That's so right, because that they had to sort of up that end. They just needed to get a bit of scoreboard pressure to start with, and now all of a sudden it's a 22-point lead, and yeah, it's danger signs.
So Lee wins that tap down now. Magpies just got the numbers forward, and they kick on up towards half forward. Little soccering ball out from the half backman, pushed in the back there was Griffiths. And we'll see a ball up. So 15 gone. Lead to Saywood. I reckon we'll see that a few times today. She breaks through a couple of tackles and just chucks the ball under her left arm. Flying through there with Smith. They kick up towards the half-forward line again. See done by the Magpies just to turn it over. That player there was Heidi DeMonte. Just got it away in the nick of time. Shoveling hand pass up there by Minton Connell. Purton just lost the handle on it. Straight into the boot there of Crawford. As now, I reckon the two Blues might be away. Hard to tell, it's a nice day out here. Minton Connell up towards full forward. Anderson, ball just bounced at right angles for her. I reckon that'll be holding the man free kick.
Yep, definitely holding on there, and yeah, well played by Baird.
So Byard
I'll buy it, sorry.
Kicks up outside of the 50. Intended target was Graham. She gets a soccer away now. But it's all Penguin at the moment as they kick it up towards Saywood. So she's rocking and rolling between the midfield and the forward line. Hurried kick out now by Smith into the middle of Devonport Oval. Just bounces end over end. Something out there. Might be a spring in the grass or something like that. As they kick it down the wing. Nice relieving mark taken though by Cleaver. So Cleaver now out to the 50 gamer in Wiley. The Wiley Old Fox, I reckon they're calling it at the moment. 50 games is a lot. A nice intercept mark taken by Lee. Just misfired the kick though, it'll be out of bounds. So Wiley will take the kick. Always a great achievement when you notch up 50 or 100 or whatever it may be. Lee.
Just any milestone's good. First game, your 50th, your 100th. If you're good enough, you get to 150.
Oh, yeah. Was that one just...
she stopped the toe when she
misfires, yeah. Purton now. Running off the half-back line was Matthews. Hurry kick inside there by Wiley. A good relieving mark is taken by Penguins. So that is the siren. 18-minute quarters. And it is the Penguin Blues 3-4-22 to yet to score Devonport. A couple of goal kickers for you here on the AFL Taz live stream. It is Broomhall, Anderson and Emily Saywood with singles. Lee, your summarisation of the first quarter.
Well, I was impressed with the start from Devonport. They put the pressure on early. They needed to sort of get a little bit of scoreboard pressure. That was the thing. They kept it up their forward line, but then once the Penguin midfield got going, you could see the sort of the big difference in the teams. And the Saywoods were playing quite well. And Broomhall's got the goal, and Anderson with against their old teams got one as well. So look, danger signs early, but Devonport just need to sort of just be on their players as best they can and try and just reduce the scoring.
So 22 points is the margin here at Devonport. We might take our first break. It's a pleasure to have your company wherever you're listening from around the planet. Broomhall, Anderson and Emily Saywood, your goal kickers. It's Penguin by 22 points.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Well, welcome back to Devonport. It is 3-4-22. The Magpies trail by. It's 22 points. A couple of goal kickers for you. Broomhall, Georgia Anderson against their old side, and Emily Sable to ready go here in the second quarter. Hopefully the Devonport Magpies can make something of this opportunity as Lee gets a convincing tap down now. Nice little shoulder hand pass out. Here's Smith inside the forward 50. It's within 10 seconds. At the back now, Purton. Trying to track it down now, Weller. And we'll see a ball in now.
That was a little bit too easy out of the middle. They're obviously goal side, which makes it very simple to come out.
Yeah, good call as Saywood hand passes it off. The two big recruits going at it as Anderson snaps it truly. She gets it, flexing her muscles here at Devonport. She's got two against her old side as well, and she's off and running here, Lee Griffiths.
Yeah, beautiful left foot snap. Once again, good ruck work was from Saywood, and then handballing out to Anderson. And yeah, she's loving it, and just showed the crowd a little bit too. Yeah, flexing her muscles, saying how good's this. So yeah, second goal for her, and Penguin block that lead out more to 28.
I'm not sure what the reason was for her going, but it was a little bit off-putting seeing it in the news a couple of weeks ago or on social media. I thought, well, she was. I thought she bled black and white, but maybe there's just something going on in the background. We're not too sure, but she's loving her time at Penguin. At least today she is. As she's kicked a couple of goals now. Harris now off to Saywood. Out the middle, Saywood goes. Running off the half-back line through there is Wood. They're running up towards half forward now, the Penguin Blues. They are tracking, and they are really pressing here. Saywood with a little snap around the corner. Just got smothered. Purton's playing deep inside forward 50. Hold on her hammer there is Phipps. Purton tied along the boundary. Shoveled hand pass back inboard. Trying to pick it up now is Weller. Having a good year in front of the sticks as well. She's kicked 11 goals and it's going to be a ball up. So again, just out the front of that stoppage, and they are really, really pressing now, the Blues lead.
They are, and they got the leg speed as well, and they're very good with the clinical handballs.
So nice little hand pass out there by Bayer, but it might just be trapped back in. Saywood's in there, standing the road though. McConnell, flying shot on goal though by Jessica Smith. It's just hit the post. As the goal umpire has a nice signal down there in the goal square, is bringing this one back in is Ruby Griffiths. She gets a kick out now. Saywood just stuck the 1 minute out for it, couldn't quite reel it in. Now Wood, nice little hand pass off. Here's Jessica Smith. She's going to swing this one back, but swung it back too much. So that's a couple of points now. 2 points already and a goal. They are pressing hard here, the Blues.
Just need to take a few seconds to find a player on the back line because it is propelling back straight away.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Even again, just trapping it in by the Blues, and she's going to be rewarded now is Bridget Griffiths. So the skipper with a captain's tackle as they go in the middle of the ground. It's turned over to Anderson, and I reckon she's just got the distance from here. She looks pretty confident. She'll kick it dead on 55. She has got a booming right boot as Georgia Anderson, or left boot rather, as she fires it in towards full forward. Saywood's going to try and crumb this one. Out the back there was Weller. Little tap out there as Weller just sockers it over. And although she didn't have a right boot, she nearly had the distance on it.
Yeah, she kicked it about 45, just under, and I mean, that's not bad. I mean, you're pretty confident when you take a mark and you're going back, I'm going to have a shot from 50.
Yeah. Got to be very, very confident. I definitely couldn't do that.
Not anymore.
Chance. No, as Saywood rucks and roves her own football, spins out of a web, but misfires on the left boot. And it's going to be yet another behind. So 3 behinds and a goal in this quarter. Anderson has got 2. Saywood and Broomhall, the goal scorers for Penguin 2. As they keep it in, and hugging the tightrope there was Jessica Smith. She fires it inside Anderson. It was swinging back. And yet another point. So 4-8-32 it is now. And it's just out to a 32-point margin. They're
under the pump.
Pressing.
They are just, Devonport are just now to take a breath. Don't rush these kicks. Just find a player and then just go slow for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly what they didn't do. So Lee gets the intercept as Saywood has a lot of time and space. She's going to line up for goal number 25. And Saywood's got 2 already here at Devonport. And I know she has got 1, that's my apology. So she's got goal number 24. I had to keep track of these Saywoods because they've got so much of the ball lead. But Shania Saywood gets her first on the board.
Well, it's probably been due because she has kicked 1 goal. I think she's kicked 3 or 4 behind. So she was probably due to get 1. It's nearly at the stage where you're going to have to double team her because it's just she's just breaking the tackles and running through. And I don't know whether it's the Devonport are a little bit wary of her, but just try and get in there and just put a little bit of body on her and just try something.
Yeah, they need something. Look how close that wing is there out of sight. I reckon they might have just moved it over a little bit, as that middle of the ground is very muddy where the cricket pitch is. It's weird. Devonport, I've only been there a couple of times, but very short end of the ground where they play cricket. So they play it from this end to this end. It's quite weird, actually. Is now Devonport kick up towards half forward. Just a useless stat for you there, Lee, that no one cares about whatsoever. Sarah's got the hand pass out now. Just falling over there was Anderson. Little tap on there was nifty by her, but it didn't really get to anyone of use for her side. Ball up. Lee. Saywood will eventually get this one. Just letting it go, the umpire. Ball had about 6 or 7 sets of hands on it there, and seeing the ball up. Lee. Nifty tap on there by Connell. High free kick going the way of the Magpies and Kelsey Ahern. Can't really blame her for copying Kelsey Ahern height.
No, she's a little pocket rock.
Not the tallest. So here's Ahern. Kicks up towards half forward, but again standing the road there with Smith. So defensively sound Penguin when it goes in, and then they transition from half back to full forward pretty well. There's Anderson out. Spare players out everywhere. Here's Harris. Just on the edge of the square. She'll run to 50. A little stabbing ball, but a really good mark is taken by the Magpies. Nicely done. As they fire it out. Saywood, strong overhead mark. I reckon it was Connell who took that intercept mark, Lee, back there, but she turned it over.
I'd be throwing away the big kick from Devonport. It just seems to be the Penguins seem to be too tall and just intercepting everything.
So Saywood to Saywood. No doubt about that. Here is Shania Saywood searching for goal number 25 now. 24 this year, leading the goal kicking tally. And she's had a couple of opportunities to have a goal. She's already kicked 1. Swings back beautifully.
Nice kick.
The angle was nice, and she's got her second of the quarter within about the space of 3.5 minutes or so. And she's got another goal, has Shania Saywood. So they're just on the back foot already here, the Magpies lead.
Yeah, look, it's very hard because obviously you've got the 6-6-6, so you can't sort of put players back and flood the back line. But I'd be probably getting rid of the long kick from Devonport because every time they seem to kick it long, Penguins seem to have the players that can take the marks. Even if just try and run short passes, just try and get a few people into the game, run a bit more, just try and do something a little bit different because, yeah, this game is going to get quite ugly very soon.
Yep. Nearly already is, yeah.
Yep.
That's what I was going to say. Is Harris now is in there. A Hearn soccer kick forward there by Harris. Hot on her tail is Wiley. Shovels it up now towards half forward.
That's better.
It is. As Moore is in there. Harris. And ball up.
That's what they've got to try and do. Just try and be first to the ball as well. And she went in there very hard there, Connell.
So Lee down to Saywood now. Saywood gets that 1-2 hand pass. Driving ball inside forward 50 with a great mark taken there at half back for the Magpies. So they switch it across the face of goal now. Intended target is Saville. Just left it behind though. Lee, hand pass back inboard. Tap on there by Phipps. And we'll see another ball up. So travelled about halfway into the quarter now, Lee. And only, not only, but 3 goals to speak of so far within it. Lee wins the tap down. And taking a strong tackle there is Moore. Very off-putting these white numbers for Penguin.
We were saying that in the especially when the sun's on it. But I'm surprised they don't have a number like a dark blue or a black just to make it a little bit easier. Because once it gets in that sun, it's very hard to see those numbers.
And it's a nice sunny day up in Devonport by all accounts.
It's always nice up here.
Oh, absolutely. It wasn't very nice at Dole Park yesterday though. It was very cold.
Oh, it's Penguin.
Lucky we didn't get rained on though. These guys certainly are getting rained on. Apart from in the goals department, Lee, as they kick it inside forward 50 again. Jessica Smith will run away with it. Nice little hand pass. Saywood again, linking up nicely. Dancing around her opponent there was Wood. But they turn it over and Saywood gets the hand pass away and the kick is good to full forward. And here's Kirby Gibbons. She's going to have her first look for a shot on goal. She's kicked 12 this year. I reckon you can almost write this one in as Gibbons gets a goal. And very sombre celebrations there, but Gibbons has slotted her first of the game. First time we've really sighted her today, Leo, I reckon.
Yeah, she's been bypassed a bit in the forward line. It's always been going over her head, but yeah, she got out the back there, and yeah, they're very good fleet of foot and very good with the hands, Penguin. They're just very quick with the handballs and finding the player that's free and making this very hard. So they've kicked 4-4 this quarter in 11 minutes, and it's just been all one side of the screen.
Yeah, it has. So 7-8-50, they've piled on 4 goals this term. 4 goals, 4 to be exact. What would you be doing if you were coach Kelsey Ahern and Summer French at the moment, Lee?
You'd be just trying to win the 1%ers and just be on your players and be as hard as you can and just stick to them. If they're going where the ball is going, go with them, but just try and not give them an easy possession.
So here is Purton. Sockers one up towards half forward now. Meeting it out is Phipps for Devonport. Here's Purton. Kick up towards full forward now. It's just out the back. Gibbons is going to try and track this one down. She's first to it. Nicely done there by Gibbons. And a really strong follow-up tackle was awesome. As we'll see a ball up. Just watch Anderson here in the ruck. I reckon she might try and ruck and rove it. She's on that left boot. Anderson just paddles it. Makes me look silly as Ahern gets the hand pass free, but it's not going to go anywhere of distance. She'll earn herself a free kick, though, against Jessica Smith.
Right, this is when they should be coming towards her and not the long kick, because the long kick's coming back.
They do that long kick. And Graham takes the mark.
She was free, so that was good.
Graham, corridor kick is risky, but it's the shortest way to home. As Cleaver, little kick around the corner. A couple of Penguin Blues just surround the contest, though, and Matthews will come away with it. Nice outstretched mark taken by Griffiths, though, the skipper, Bridget Griffiths. this is. A couple of Griffords out there, Ruby and Bridget. So, Griffith's corridor kick. Saywood standing in the road though. Hearn's also there. Purton, she's having a really strong game so far as they bullock one up towards half forward. Saywood was in the road. Bayard also there. Just missing when the kick was Mia Smith. Saywood too. She's being held, I reckon. Just got the kick away in the nick of time though, did Mia Smith.
There was no whistle, so she's play on.
Their cameraman just losing that one there. Saywood. Picked
That's
up,
better.
Tackled. Really strong effort there by Peyton Connell. She's not easy to bring down, Shania Saywood.
It's not so much bringing it down, but just lay a tackle and just make a presence felt, because at the moment she's getting too many easy balls, and whether it's a little bit of they're scared to tackle it, just get in there and try.
So Purton now to Minton Connell. They're streaming forward now, the Blues.
No.
Smith, 1-2 dance step. But standing flicking her hand in the road there was DeMonte. Hold on a hammer now, Connell. And the ball up.
They do have to try and get in and under. That's the thing. I think Devonport are not quite getting in under as well with the first, when the ball hits the ground.
Anderson wins the tap out. Gibbons. Smith. Just got a little dribbler kick away. Here's Phipps. Taken in a high tackle is Jessica Smith. So Smith should be looking for a leading target now. And that's where she goes. High inside forward 50. Outstretched hands of Anderson couldn't quite reel it in. Hurry kick out will be out in the full by Mia Smith. And Emily Saywood says, I'm going to just sprint over there so I can receive the free kick.
Now, I don't know these sides too well, so I don't know where Devonport are in their sort of development and whether Penguin have played a few more years with these players, but you definitely can see a difference in experience.
So Saywood opens up the angle towards full forward.
Oh,
nice strong mark taken. And I reckon that might be Jessica Smith who's taken that really strong overhead mark. It is. We'll have another look at that in a moment. How good was that by Smith? Easy as you like, goal 2. Pack mark, great goal. And they've got their 8th now.
Nothing better than a mark in the holding your position and upstretched hands at the highest peak, and Saywood again just held the other player out just to give her a chance, but that's still a good overhead mark and nonchalant kick over the goal umpire's hat. Yeah,
they, coming back to your point, made the finals the past couple of years, Devonport. They've missed a couple of players. I mean, Sarah Skinner leaves a massive hole. She's moved to Glenorchy, and even Anderson now. She's
gone to the Penguin.
She was the key target down there in the forward line. She'd often pinch hit in the ruck, and she's sort of a utility, Anderson. So, I mean, they've lost a couple of really big players in the space of a year or so. And Penguin, well, the grand final last year, always going to be difficult to beat. Of course, with no Libby Haynes or Jodie Revel, but looks like they're surviving without him at the moment. Hopefully come finals time they can get it. As Minton Connell kicks out now to Saywood. She is a handy inclusion as she fights her way back towards Devil's selection. She's about a minute and a half. Very unselfish kick into the pocket. Out to Anderson. She has about 3 bites of that one. And Georgia Anderson has already kicked 2 against her old side. She is filling her boots up, and she is proving why she's the big mid-season poach at the moment. For goal number 3, Georgia Anderson has missed it. So, nearly got a third. Tight angle is a pretty good angle though for left foot. There's the mark on the replay screen, and she had a couple of bites of that. She did it nicely. Smith takes the mark, turns the afterburners on, and Emily Saywood now will take the mark.
They just look too tall in the forward line as well.
They do. So Saywood can just put a full stop on this term. 5 goals in it for their 6th of the term. Splits the middle. She's got 2. Halftime siren encroaching. And Emily Saywood She is stamping her authority, as is Georgia Purton. And I reckon Georgia Walker is at home here in Tassie Lee, and she's just looking at this game, and she can see that Georgia Purton and Saywood just might be in the mix for a call-up next week at North Hobart Oval. So it's 9-9-63. As we look on the replay there, it was just a brilliant, brilliant goal. I mean, as you said, nonchalant, but she split the middle on it, and that's what counts. So some goal kickers for you at the moment. Georgia Anderson has got 2, Emily Saywood and Shania Saywood with 2, and singles going the way of Shakulia Broomhall, Jessica Smith and Kirby Gibbons. Very strong quarter by Penguin, Lee.
Oh yeah, they blew it out. About 4 goals in the first 11 minutes of that quarter, and have made this game pretty much theirs. But now, what you got to say is Devonport has got to try and come out in the second half, and even just the small wins, get a couple of scores. Just try and be on your player, play harder. Get in under the ball first, and just make them earn their kicks. They're getting too many easy handball runs out in the side, and I mean, yeah, they are looking a lot stronger, Penguin, but you want to just hope that Devonport don't drop their heads. Get in there, just even win a quarter. It's not about winning the game now. It's probably just winning a couple of 1%ers every so often. So yeah, but full credit to Penguin. They are playing very well.
I mean, they've got a lot of changes from that first finals week side that they had, Lee. So that's it. Always is difficult. I mean, looking down here, Ashley Newnham, Charlie Young's not playing, Samantha Gillard. I mean, Anderson's out of that side, so they've had to fill a couple of holes. They're not necessarily playing terrible. It's just been that Penguin have been the better side at the moment, I reckon, and they've just been able to lock it in. And as you said, I reckon Kelsey Ahern and Summer French would just be thinking. Well, not Summer French, she's from Burnie, that's my apologies, but I reckon Kelsey Ahern would just be thinking, if we can trap it in our forward 50 and take some uncontested marks, and something might just be able to turn.
And again, maybe move some magnets around and just try something different. Because if you got some leg speed in there somewhere, just try and get them on the fastest players. They're going to go near the ball. That's where the balls are going, where the Penguin players are. So yeah, just maybe move some magnets around, try something different. And you never know. It could be a change that, you know, they're 9 goals 9 down. So you just want to see them finish off a good second half and try and just win the scoreboard.
63 points the margin here in Devonport. We'll be back for the second half very shortly. You're listening to the voice of Bo Downham and Lee Griffiths. Well, we're back here for the second half at the Devonport football grounds. It's currently Penguin leading by 63 points. Bo Adam and Lee Griffords are in the box with you here. And just a whistle plucked from somewhere.
Well, that might have been the old-fashioned someone's walked into the centre square.
Yeah, maybe. As Anderson takes the mark towards half forward. Nice calming music there from Ash to get us started. And he kicks us inside forward 50 now. Saywood and Byard in there. Feeling a lot calmer now, I think. As Byard takes a really nice tackle. 9963 if you're just joining us. Anderson and both Saywoods have got 2 goals. Smith, Broomhall and Gibbons with singles. So it's a really hot start here. 9 goals. It was a 6-goal to 5-term. 6-goal, 5-term it is. The Smiths wrapped up. You were just chatting off air. Do you reckon it makes much difference with a playing coach out there, Lee?
I don't know. It's an old sort of... you don't see it much nowadays, but I suppose if they're quick to see a few different things, they can do some changes.
Just get a bit of a feeling on the game, I reckon, as Purton now gets the hand pass off to Broomhall, up towards Saywood. Couldn't quite reel the mark in those. Anderson tries to bustle her way through there. They're definitely not taking her kindly down there, the Devonport Magpies.
But that was a little bit better from Mia Smith, because it looked like Saywood was just going to get that, but she just gave her just a little bump.
Saywood to Ahern. Ahern gets a kick out and finds up to Monty.
Now Graham was on the wing out here. If they're quick to get it out to her, she was on the run.
So he drew the player, but the hand pass just misfired to Connell. Zeris is in there, just ripped around in the tackle to Monty. Harris now gets the hand pass away. Here's Purton, runs to the arc of 50, breaks a couple of tackles, sets out the hand pass for herself in the end. Oh, nifty little paddle on. Party tricks here, Devonport. Beautifully done by Georgia Purton. And how about the little paddle up there, just to get it into the path. And Purton strikes first in the 2nd minute mark of the quarter. And beautifully done.
Yeah, again, it's just another missed tackle, just and get through. Just got to be a little bit harder, but yeah, no, good play by Purton and chasing her own ball and then just putting it through from 25.
Easy goal, but the paddle up was
nice.
Nice, yeah. So back into the centre.
Probably will be included in goal of the day.
Yep, Dooley can clip that one up, please. As it's slapped out now. Saywood takes a good tackle and she gets her hands free. Does a great job, just Dooley on the socials.
I was just thinking, actually, just a heads up, if he is listening, some marks would be nice. I mean, it's good to see some goals, but how about some marks of the day?
Oh, there you go, Dooley. There's your task as Harris now. He's in there.
You watch, I won't be here next week.
Cornish, no. Lee said that, not me. As they switch it across the ground. If you are listening, send us a text as they get it up towards half forward now. Penguin man, people out everywhere.
Yep, over the back.
Taking the mark is Minton Connell. She fires it up towards Saywood. 1 mid out. Just got the bounce as it's snapping. She's got it. It's rolling through. Saywood's got 3. Add that to her tally. She's got 26 for the year now. And 2nd goal of the term going the way of the Blues. So Shania Saywood is having a day out here in Devonport.
Well, she's missed all the easy ones and kicks the hard ones. Didn't like what Georgia Purton did here. I don't know if the replay will actually show it. No, it didn't. There is a Penguin player down. Didn't actually see what happened there on the wing. Yeah, Georgia Purton sort of told someone in the crowd that Saywood just kicked that goal.
Did she?
Yeah, she did. Probably not appropriate, but may have been a friend. We know how Devonport and Penguin people are very close. But I didn't see what happened here. So obviously it was the kick in play coming down to the half-forward flank.
Not sure if we can have another look. I'm not too sure if... Yeah, it's...
Don't know if our camera, the replays can go back that far, but it would have been when the kick went into the 50-metre line, so it was that kick in. So whether she's got hit or...
I reckon Ash is onto it. He might be able to get us up. We'll see how we go, but I mean, good goal there by Saywood. It just rocked and rolled back, and I mean, 2 nice goals here. So here is
we
see
the goal, we just don't see the incident before that.
Have a look at this on the replay. I mean, curling ball back.
That is definitely goal of the day.
Brilliant.
So we've got the goal of the day there for you, Doyley.
So player off, might be a right leg injury. Not going to even guess who it is, but it's never good to see this. So both teams in the huddle. If you're just joining us, Georgia Purton and Shania Saywood have both got goals in this 3rd term. Georgia Anderson's got 2. Shania Saywood's got 3 for the match. Emily Saywood with 2 singles going to Jessica Smith. Purton also to Broomhall and Gibbons. So she's getting
she's in a lot of
literally
pain.
chaired
Yeah.
off. You never want to see that.
So maybe when she's kicked the ball, there's a possibility that maybe the legs just gone from underneath her. But yeah, you don't like seeing that. But looking at that now, it's obviously not a collision or anything like that. So yeah, it's saved any Devonport players from being trial by video, so to speak.
Yeah. So.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Ash's got it.
Okay, so she's got it on the wing. There's no one.
Oh, just that hyperextension.
Hyperextension. There was a slight push, but nothing untoward. It just, her legs just, hyperextended.
So Smith now fires it inside forward 50. Nifty little paddle up there by the Blues. Sayward's getting in on the act again. She can go on the right. She can go on the left, but just misses to that right-hand side. Nicely done there by Ash to get that up very quickly. It was
that's good.
by our man. And just giving us the thumbs up. But again, just out the front of the stoppage there, the Penguin Blues.
She could have had 7. I think she's kicked 3, 5.
Yeah. As they turn it over now. Out to...
Well, they got lucky there.
Weller it was. And she fires it out. A little skipping ball towards DeMonte. Harris has given away a free kick, and DeMonte will take it. So here is DeMonte. Corridor kick is turned over. Wood was standing in the way. A little hand pass out there by Wiley. Ahern shovels one. Might have copped there as high.
I reckon they're probably saying that was kicking in danger.
So Harris will get it. Zeritu Harris. Maybe a little bit stiff as Sayward put a team under a whole lot of pressure. I think she's got a rush of blood with that hand pass, but Sayward, she can make it out okay, I reckon. Can the star as she goes in there for a strong tackle.
I reckon she's probably saying that when you normally have someone standing on the mark, people run past the handball, but you've got to handball them past, not right next to
Yes. You got to draw the player. You can't just pass it into she may as well just turn it over there. To Harris as she gets it out to Smith. Might have been taken high. She was. She gets Talia Crawford. And now taking the advantage is Smith. Inside forward 50. Sayward pushes her opponent in. Connell out of the road. And she's lining up again. She's already got 3. I think you said about 3-5.
Yeah, definitely 3-5. All the shots that she has missed have been to the right.
In the black worm burners too. Here is Sayward. And I reckon it goes straight over the goal umpire's hats. She's got 4. Well and truly stamping her authority on this one is Shania Sayward. She's having a brilliant day out here in Devonport. As we look on the Moodfood replay, you can talk us through it.
Yeah, look, it was tricky play by the free kick was there, and then very sneaky, just sort of took off, and Devonport were asleep, and then she just kicked it forward to Sayward, who yet again a nice strong mark, and yeah, she's been very strong. 4 goals, 5 probably. No wonder she's leading goal kicker. She does get a lot of shots at goal by the look of it.
That's not the Moodfood replay. I'm too used to tough TV. Lee, it's not the Moodfood replay. It's just Ash Wilkes' replay. Not the Moodfood. I don't know what I'm talking about as they tap it down now, Lee. Into the path. Sometimes you
I haven't been very confident in trying to throw the sponsors out there. I'm not good at that yet.
it just comes natural sometimes, Lee. You just don't think about it. As Lee gets the hand pass away, but Byard is standing up.
She'd be the best defender today for Devonport. She's done the best she could.
So, Byard just out now to Gibbons. So it looks like she might have moved back to that half-back line.
Anderson's on here.
Here is Anderson. Hand pass just misfired. We've got a stack of time to make something work for it. Gets a hand pass off to Broomhole. Centering ball. But a good mark taken by the coach in Ahern. Ahern now.
That's better.
To DeMonte. She's having a good game.
They just need another one to chain up there.
So DeMonte now. Just overhead of Harris. Trying to win this ball is Smith. Does so. It falls over her own feet.
Oh, she's
grabbed
grabbed
by
under.
Harris. Comes away with it though, Smith. She does well to stand up in that tackle. As you can see some of the patrons in the cars there. Car door open. community footy atmosphere in Devonport. So socket off the ground by Smith. And Graham turns it over. Up now to Purton. Nice shepherd laid as they just get their kick away. Anderson and Byard. It's been an intriguing matchup. There's Wiley. I reckon they would have played on each other a few times at training. Byard and Anderson being fullback and full forward. Byard, nice tap out now to Wiley. Wiley gets that kick around the left shoulder. Graham now. But coming through with some real authority was Lee. Wiley again. Smith. Harris.
That's a good tackle.
Up. It was a good tackle by DeMonte. They've eventually get it to spill out now, so a Hermit trapped ball on the corridor. It's a good mark taken, and the kick was good there by Gibbons. Gibbons now out to Saywood. I reckon she should just fly on goal here. That's exactly what she does. So a couple of one-on-ones around the ground. Anderson's in there. She's got Broomhall for company. Riding shotgun her was Cable. Number 22. And see the ball up. Tap down was strong there by Smith. Good tackle laid by Phipps. The hand pass out now. Here's Smith. Tight along the boundary. Squares it up for Anderson. Good fist in the road there by Byard. Anderson's going to slide in and try and take it with her. And Ahern gets it. Oh, there we go. First bit of spice for the afternoon against her old side. So no one really getting a convincing tap down in the end. Ahern out now to Jessica Smith. Be good if we can keep up with it. Now Smith will be wrapped up and holding the ball to Ahern.
She's battled hard as well too, Ahern.
Yeah, the coach, she's been good. Saywood now drags off her opponent, and a scrubby kick has resulted in absolutely nothing.
I reckon her eyes lit up again.
Yeah, no. Her eyes were like dishpan. She saw the goal and she's like, no, I'm just going to run it through. This will be a throw in now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that Devonport defender was thinking. There's no lasso in the inside 50.
No. So a ball in. I reckon the Rucks just need to go back a little. I mean, what is going on there?
Well, it was Rovers that were going for the ruck.
Yes, that was odd. Gibbons gets her kick away. Oh, swiftly done.
Oh, great goal.
Beautiful kick there by Minton Connell. She's got her first. And something out of nothing there from Penguin.
Sometimes you don't need a handball. You can just do a little Gaelic kick. And that is not an easy shot for goal there by. That's a beautiful assist.
Gibbons.
That is not an easy goal with a straight drop punt. That's a good goal.
Gee, she's done that well. Look at Selly too. I mean, that's awesome. She went over to Gibbons though and just gave her a tap on the back.
Oh, definitely. But Devonport in the last few minutes have at least they've tackled a bit more. They've got in a little bit harder, but unfortunately, it's still not reaping the rewards when they do get a chance to get it forward. The back line of Penguin just there ready to propel it back.
So 4 goals this term. Purton, 2 to Shania Saywood, now 1 to Minton Connell. Shania Saywood's got 4 if he's joining us. Anderson with 2 and Emily Saywood with 2. Your leading goal scorers. We go back into the centre of the ground now. About 3 minutes left on the clock. Ahern, nifty little paddle on, but it's only as far as Purton. She's going to track this one in. He's the Devils' assistant player, does well. Harris is out the back now. She fires on up towards half forward. Really strong mark overhead. Is taken now by Saywood. Dances around her opponent. Runs to 50 to Saywood. Flying shot on goal to Anderson. Champagne football by the 2 Blues. And Georgia Anderson's going to line up for number 3. Beautifully done. As Anderson against her old side can drill this one over the goal umpire's hats. She is loving her new club, the Blues. And you cannot wipe the smile off her face, Lee.
Yeah, no, she's definitely enjoying her work out there. And I mean, she's getting good rewards from up the ground too. So she's getting the benefits of it. Again, that was probably the one mistake from Baird. She's been really good on the back line, or Bayard, sorry. And she just left Anderson out the back and went forward, and the kick went a bit longer. And yeah, so it's a third goal for Anderson, and 94 points.
It is. It's hasn't been the day they would have liked on their home deck, Devonport. It's really been showed up here. What to work on. Still got a quarter though. I'd love to see them go inside forward 50 if they can. Something of it. They have tried really hard with their tackling, so I'd love to see them get a bit of reward, especially for that girl's 50th. So Weller kicks it out now towards the Anderson direction. Pushed her opponent underneath the Bayard. Wiley wrapped up in a very nice Sayward tackle. I mean, I reckon Georgia Walker's sitting at home, Lee, the VFL coach, and just looking at, or particularly Sayward, and thinking, well, it's going to be hard to leave her out this week. Harris, big shout out to G if she's listening. And scrapping at the bottom of that pack. Lee and Cornish will do battle again. Lee had a double take on it. Gibbons out the front of the stoppage, sets it up now, but trying to take the mark in the road with Smith. Just spills out now. Minton Connell can just hit the post.
That was unfortunate from Griffiths. She nearly took the mark there. It almost could have been paid, but then out the back, look, 4 of them were there.
Yes.
Could have ran in.
So a bit to work on for the Blues. We encroach on the three-quarter time siren, but there's still work to be done as Sayward sets it up to Anderson, and Bayard just took her out. No doubt about that. In fact, I reckon it was Bridget Griffiths. My apologies. And Anderson will line up for 4. I wonder what Devonport will be thinking at the moment about how Anderson's playing. For number 4, Anderson slotted it. And it is now out to 101 points.
Yeah, I mean, that free kick is there any day of the week. Took her eyes off the ball and just went straight for Anderson. Even though Anderson did get a high, the first instant was the free kick.
Yeah, so pretty dire at the moment for the Magpies. I mean, they've lost a lot of troops over the off-season. This one in particular, as we look on the replay, I mean, they've got a lot to work on. And I do like their tackle pressure. I reckon that's what Coach Kelsey Ahern is saying. Just keep our tackle pressure up and try and move it to next week. I mean, they won 4 games, but they've just come up against a better side today that have got them by 3 games on the ladder. And there's still been some really, really good signs, I reckon, Lee.
Oh yeah, you can see the difference. Obviously, Penguin are sitting third at the moment with 7 wins, 2 losses, and Devonport are 4, 3 and 1. So you can probably see that's where the difference is. Look, there's, as you said, they've lost a few players. But obviously, I don't know who they play next week. You wouldn't be looking ahead that far ahead. But obviously, the training, it's so the tackle intensity is there, but Penguin are breaking the tackles, and so they've got to sort of maybe sit down in training and just sort of go, okay, how do we hold these tackles? How do we keep the ball in? Put a bit more pressure on, because when the ball does come out goal side, that's when they're getting hurt.
Yeah, it is. I reckon they might be taking on Wyndham next week, so it doesn't get any easier for the Magpies. So it is 101 points here in Devonport. We're going to take our last break of this game. We've still got a massive men's clash coming up on the AFL Taz live stream. You'll be driven through it by Lee Griffiths and Bo Down. We'll be back with the last quarter in about 5 minutes. term coming up on the AFL Tas live stream. It's 101 points going the way of the Magpies. The trailing by. As in there is Smith. And she's going to receive a high free kick. So, another game coming up on your dial here. It's the men's version of this clash, Devonport and Penguin. Expecting a bloodbath in that one. Hopefully not, but I'm sure it's probably going to be the opposite of this one. We were just speaking off air. Let's hope it's a little bit close. Devonport have only lost the one game this year in the men's, so I mean, always difficult. As Ahern slaps that one out. Whistle's been blown.
So you'll be hoping for a close game in that, because that was against Burnie, I think. It was a 3-point win to Burnie. So if it's close, you never know.
Yes. Saywood will get this one. Let's hope it's close. She's had a tremendous game. Slotted 4, up to 27 goals now is Saywood. She fires this one. And just missed it.
No trouble with the distance.
No trouble whatsoever, hey.
4 goals, 6.
So Cleaver now. Bring it in. This is better. Just horse short around.
What I've been trying to say, this is the next kicks they've got to try and find the target again. It was the right idea, but just didn't quite execute. So here it comes again.
Saywood now breaks stride, lines the goals up.
Ooh.
Misses.
They have missed a lot of easy shots too, Penguin.
It could have been a lot bigger.
It could have been a lot bigger.
So Cleaver now will bring this one back in again. Just kicks it to herself. Cleaver out of fullback now. Nice attempt taken by Graham. Couldn't quite reel it in though. Another ball up.
At least those 2 kick-outs were better, and now they've just got to execute it, get that chain going out.
So tap down Lee. Smith's in there. Might have copped one high. She did.
I don't dislike that though, because Griffiths went in there and actually went to get the ball, so it was good effort.
Smith now. Spills out the back to Purton. She'll track this one down. Really nice defensive effort there by the Magpies to clear it out. A really sunny day here in Devonport. Up.
Maybe Griffiths come off second best there with that.
Yeah.
Shoulder.
Ruby Griffiths.
She did sort of go in with the shoulder, maybe just might have winded herself.
Yep, she's gotten up all right though, which is good to see. 18 flat in NWFL women's, the quarters.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. I looked over sort of in the first quarter when you said 18 minutes, I thought, oh, they're not 20. So, because this is my first one up north.
So spinning out of the web now, Ruby Griffiths again. Oh, sorry, it's Graham. Spun around.
I would have thought they're all 20-minute quarters, like for the south and the north, but yeah, I was a bit surprised by that.
I think we should be aligned with the VFL. It's just my take on it. There's Saywood now. Speaking of VFL, she runs to 50, fires it towards full forward. The really strong mark is taken by Smith. I reckon all competitions should just be aligned to set the girls up with the best possible opportunity. Smith takes the mark. Just my thoughts on it. Smith to 50. Fires on the lead, and Gibbons takes a good mark.
Good lead, good kick.
Yeah, it was. Gibbons will go further afield now, and Anderson will take it. Beautiful lead out. We know what she can do. Devonport know what she can do. She's left a big hole down there, as you can see on the scoreboard. Here is Anderson.
Right behind this.
Well, we are, aren't we? As she swings it back in. First of the quarter going. Oh, cartwheel, look out! Anderson's got it. Cartwheels are going on here. Party time in Devonport. We'll just have another look at this, Lee, on the replay, if you don't mind. She's got 5, by the way, Anderson. But
so she's got a handful, so obviously that's what you do. You celebrate when you get 5.
Let's have a look.
You do cartwheels. I didn't actually see it. Oh, here we go.
There we go. How about that?
Wow.
Clip that one up, Dooley.
We might have a goal of the day. We might have a play of the day with that one.
Yes. How good. She's enjoying her time, which is nice to see. So are we.
It could be good to do stuff like that, have the plays of the month. Those sort of things that just sort of catch the eye of onlookers. Doesn't have to be always the goals.
Lee wins the tap down. Smith, you ever done a cartwheel, Lee?
No. Wasn't really that very agile to do that type of stuff.
Me either. As they kick it down to half forward now. Their first real look and first entry since about probably quarter number 1 for the Magpies. They're spinning out of trouble there is Griffiths. This time Bridget wrapped up. So Lee out of the ruck. Instantly met by Griffiths. This is better.
It is better, but again, it looks like they're all defence side, not forward side.
Yes. So Smith with a hurried kick out of trouble. Into the corridor now they go.
I should have kicked
with the numbers. Here's Purton. Just lost the ball. Wiley now. Wrapped up and Harris takes a good tackle.
That was good by Wiley though. She put her head over the ball and she just gave the Penguin player a little bump. Let them know they're there.
Lee out now to Crawford. Chips it off to Wood. Harris. Griffiths. Wrapped up with it. Caught Cole. Wood takes a nice tackle. She's going to horseshoe it around now for the Blues. That one could take the mark, but numbers favouring Penguin now. Smith with a little no-look hand pass. How nifty was that? Streaming through there was Mia Nation. She's wrapped up. A nifty little no-look hand pass was good.
They do look good when they come off.
Oh, they do, don't they? Sometimes you look silly if they don't hit, but that time was different. She definitely nearly hit that one. As they kick up towards the full forward line now. Here's Sayward spinning around, chucks it on the left boot, up towards full forward. Nice outstretched hand of Cleaver. Can just pummel it out of fullback, fist out from Castle. And umpire hovering, crosses himself, and he'll toss this one back up. So only the one goal this quarter, I should say. Lee, off now to Wood. Sayward fires it from outside 50. Bounce doesn't quite sit for her. And we'll see a ball in now. So, Emily Sayward, I reckon, best on ground for mine. They're trying to get her into that VFL side, I reckon.
Oh, that'd be why, yes. Yeah. Oh, look, yeah, no, she'd be in the top 3. Definitely, top 3.
She's been dominant. Sayward out of the ruck, breaks through a couple of tackles, gets the hand pass off now to Gibbons. She has a little snap kick on goal, just over the head of her intended target in Weller. At the back, pressing hard is Connell. She's happy to see this one over, though.
No, that's well done, because she could have easily just sort of backed off a little bit there, and then the Penguin could have ran through there, so well done.
Ahern to bring it back in. She'll kick it just onto the arc of 50. Smith. Kick around the corner, spots up Purton.
I reckon Smith's had a good game.
Yeah, she has. A good game in that rep side last week too. Did Smith. So here's Purton. She'll line up for her second of the day. Just sprays it to the right-hand side. Doesn't even get the distance on it. She set it up for Weller. Smith for the clearing kick out now. Here's Gibbons. Had a lot of time just to shape up to the goals, but misses it. So, 1 goal for this term. Ahern just misses with the kick. Anderson's putting under a lot of pressure. She gets a hand pass free. Smith, Sayward, wrapped around, gets a little kick away. Gibbons. Sayward now, of the Chennai variety. She spun around through the tackle. She kicks it on goal. And she misses.
4 goals, 7.
Yeah, she could have a day out. I mean, she still has, but not just as big as she could have had.
I mean, you'd have her as the best. You would probably give her the 3 votes, but with her bad kicking, it might drop it down. So yeah, Emily would be sneaking into the best player.
You hear that? Hopefully Georgia Walker can hear that. As they clear it out now, full back. Good mark taken by Griffiths.
Now this is the next kick they've got to sort of work out. So players start running a little bit, getting a spot. The one over here on the left, that should be going to, and she is now. Unfortunately, she's not in the crowd.
Yes, no. Castle just ran out of room.
It was the right option, but just the kick wasn't quite right.
So Smith will get the free. Smith centres the ball off. Just too much juice on it for Saywood. The Hearns paddled hard all day. Runner gets in the way. Just out now to Griffiths. Smith stood up in the tackle. Professionally done there. As she fires up towards Minton Connell. Further afield to Emily Saywood this time. And it's just a bit too easy now for the Blues. Saywood will line up for goal number 3. Stack of the football. And you can see Sister Shania on screen, the 14. They've combined well today, the 1-2 punch. Emily Saywood will line up and misses. So, not the most accurate goal kicking we'll see. A little bit less than 50%.
Yeah, and I think Emily's also kicked a couple of points too. She might be like 2-3 or 2-4 as well.
So Griffiths, her kick out now to Smith. Smith's kick towards centre half forward to Ahern.
Now they're out.
Rolling onto that right boot now is Ahern. By the way, I don't know why we're playing with a yellow Sharon either. That's just one thing I've just picked up.
I've been waiting for that all day.
Broomall, and I've got no idea. Game time started at 12 o'clock, for goodness sake.
I know you're a traditionalist with the red ball and the yellow ball, so
that was a throw.
Oh, that's 50.
Free kick to DeMonte, and they're going to get their first look at it now.
Now, there was one yesterday that wasn't picked up, and I'm going, why? The umpire, it was right in front of him, but that they've picked up.
That's good. So DeMonte now can fire for goal.
Take your time.
Yeah, she'll line up for it. Heidi DeMonte.
I reckon she's too far. No, she's right. She should kick the...
Just some work for effort is
Man
what they needed, but she smothered it. And I reckon they just forgot which way they were going. They gave up a lot of room. Wiley inside the forward 50 now. So a couple of repeat entries. Can they make something of it? Running it over the boundary line there was Morris.
Will give us a chance to see what their forwards can do. We haven't really seen them today, apart from the first couple of minutes. So let's try and keep a bit of pressure on here and keep it in. If we can see.
Yep, that would be good if we could keep it on the ball, please.
Well, considering they haven't been in there that many times.
Yeah. So. Lee, a bit bemused at that. Purton in there now was Griffiths, and Lee gets the hand pass up. The tackling pressure's good. That's a throw. Better. And they'll get their second shot on goal in a couple of minutes now. Kelsey Ahern, the coach, has not stopped trying all day.
She may have even moved herself sort of onto the ball.
Here she goes with a good angle of it if Jasper can keep up with it. Here is Kelsey Ahern. Looks pretty good off the boot. It does have the distance, but they've missed it to the left-hand side. There's a bit of cramp. Kicks in.
Hope that's at the full back because they haven't done anything.
No, I don't know what they're cramping over. Unless it's Emily Saywood or Shania Saywood or Jessica Smith, they've got no reason to be cramping late. Or Georgia Purton, actually. I reckon.
Look, we're not judging here.
No, I do know what it's like. Not playing, but just still. I reckon they've strategically done this.
Don't show your
No,
number.
it is Saywood, so lucky. I told you, she is the only person on this ground who should be cramping at the moment.
Well, that's fair enough.
She kicks it out now to Nation.
She's also got liver poisoning as well. But
Yes. She'll be very, very sick this weekend. As it's
that was good.
turned over to Griffiths.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, this is Cleaver. Cleaver now bombs it inside forward 50. Saywood hobbling towards the ball. Nifty little paddle on there by Graham. They're pressing ever so slightly.
She's not trying.
As the train goes past. That kept me up all night on Friday night.
Oh, you got to love the train.
Well, you're trying to go to sleep. In the middle of the day, it's not too bad. Lee paddles this one. Swiftly done there by Cable to keep it in. Graham, flying shot on goal. And a miss. So, a better quarter, Lee. I mean, they've only kept Penguin to the 1 goal, albeit 6 behinds, but, I mean, they've looked a lot more dangerous this quarter as Nation brings it out towards the 50, and they're locking it in.
Yeah, and that's what they did early in the first quarter.
Saywood now. Hurry kick out. As Wiley comes away with it. Ahern. Nice link of hand pass.
Oh, push.
DeMonte might have got pushed. Savills there.
It was a
free
very
kick
late
going
call.
to Devonport. It was late.
He must have heard me.
Here is DeMonte. So she's already had 1. Got too close to the player on the mark earlier.
Give yourself some room and aim the right goalpost and bring it back.
Here is DeMonte, and she's sprayed it out on the full. And I reckon that just about summarises the day for Ping. What do you reckon? For Devonport, sorry.
Yeah, look, but this, again, they're trying to keep it in.
So taking the mark, nearly there was Griffiths, squaring it up for goal of the day! Misses. I mean, if there was ever a time to do it, it would have been then. Just try and get something going. And again, just hasn't gone their way today. But I've absolutely loved this last quarter. I'll tell you what, Bayer, they've got about 40 seconds to make something work here. Ball inside the forward 50. Out now towards a teammate in Morris. Just lost the handle on it. Wiley's pressuring in there hard. And a ball up and barracking for the Magpies now to score a goal. So Lee wins the tap down. Out now towards Griffiths. She's just pressing in there and holding the football. That'll be game, set and match. And how fitting that Saywood will get one of the last kicks of the day. She bombs it out into the corridor. A commanding victory for the Penguin 2 Blues. They have started hot from the word go and they've just kept on pressing here as the siren is about to sound. Convincing victory by the Penguin Blues. It is 16-17, 103, or 13 rather, to 0-3-3, and they will move up into 3rd spot on the ladder, depending on a couple of other results. So Ulverston and Circular Head have started, but no score update as of yet. And with a victory today, it means that they go up into 3rd or 2nd spot, as we see the cartwheel there. But a much better last quarter by the Magpies. Lee?
Yeah, it's a pity that that last few minutes they did a little bit of endeavour and some tackling was paying off and keeping the ball in the forward line. But unfortunately, it was just once the floodgates opened in the late in the first and early in the second quarters, it sort of blew the game open. But you can work on that, Devonport. Obviously just sticking the tackles and a bit more ferocity around it. But full credit to the Penguin, a very strong side. Yeah,
they are. A big shout out to Ash Wilkes on the pots and pans today. Jasper on the camera. A couple of goal kickers before we leave you too. Anderson kicked 5 against her old side. Her first outing. Shania Saywood with 4. Emily Saywood with 2. Kirby Gibbons, Broomhall, Smith and Purton with singles. Hey, pleasure to be with you, Lee. We've still got a massive game coming up though.
I'm looking forward to the next one.
We'll see you very soon. It was the Penguin Blues by 113 points.